From thousands of years before Europeans arrived, North America was home to millions of indigenous people. Civilizations such as the ancestral Puebloans, Mississippians, and many other native nations built thriving societies, traded across the continent, and developed rich cultures. In 1492, Christopher Columbus reached the Americas, beginning centuries of European exploration and colonization. Spain, France, the Netherlands, and England established settlements across North America. In 1607, the English founded Jamestown, Virginia, the first permanent English colony. In 1620, the Pilgrims arrived on the Mayflower and settled Plymouth. Over the next century, 13 British colonies grew along the Atlantic coast. As the colonies expanded, conflicts with native nations increased. At the same time, millions of Africans were forced across the Atlantic through the transatlantic slave trade, becoming the backbone of colonial agriculture. After Britain won the French and Indian War in 1763, it imposed new taxes on the colonies. Colonists protested with the slogan, "No taxation without representation." Tensions rose through events like the Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party. In 1775, fighting broke out between Britain and the colonies. On July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence, largely written by Thomas Jefferson. After years of war, the United States won independence in 1783. The young nation created the U.S. Constitution in
1787, establishing a federal government with 3 branches. George Washington became the first president in 1789. During the early 1800s, the country expanded rapidly. In 1803, the Louisiana Purchase doubled the nation's size. Explorers Lewis and Clark mapped the new territory, while settlers continued moving west. Expansion came at a tremendous cost to Native Americans. Policies such as the Indian Removal Act of 1830 forced thousands from their homelands, leading to tragedies like the Trail of Tears. As the nation grew, tensions over slavery deepened. Northern states increasingly opposed its expansion, while southern states depended on enslaved labor. In 1861, the American Civil War began after several southern states seceded. President Abraham Lincoln led the Union. The war claimed over 600,000 lives. In 1863, Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, and after the Union victory in 1865, slavery was abolished with the 13th Amendment. The late 1800s saw rapid industrialization. Railroads connected the country, factories expanded, and millions of immigrants arrived from Europe and Asia seeking opportunity. Major cities grew quickly, while inventors such as Thomas Edison transformed everyday life with new technologies. In 1898, the United States emerged as a global power after the Spanish-American War, gaining territories including Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines. The country entered World War I in 1917, helping the Allies achieve victory. During the 1920s, the economy boomed, but the stock market crashed in 1929, leading to the Great Depression. President Franklin D. Roosevelt introduced the New Deal to create jobs and stabilize the economy. In 1941, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, bringing the United States into World War II. The U.S. fought alongside the Allies and played a major role in defeating Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan. In 1945, atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, ending the war. After World War II, the United States and the Soviet Union entered the Cold War, a decades-long rivalry involving nuclear weapons, the space race, and proxy wars such as Korea and Vietnam. The 1950s and 1960s also saw the civil rights movement. Leaders including Martin Luther King Jr. fought segregation and discrimination through largely nonviolent protest. Landmark laws such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 expanded legal protections. In 1969, Apollo 11 landed the first humans on the moon, marking a major achievement in science and technology. The Cold War ended in 1991 with the collapse of the Soviet Union, leaving the United States as the world's leading superpower. On September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks killed nearly 3,000 people. The U.S. responded with military operations in Afghanistan and later Iraq, reshaping global politics for decades.
In 1969, Apollo 11 landed the first humans on the moon, marking a major achievement in science and technology. The Cold War ended in 1991 with the collapse of the Soviet Union, leaving the United States as the world's leading superpower. On September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks killed nearly 3,000 people. The U.S. responded with military operations in Afghanistan and later Iraq, reshaping global politics for decades. The 21st century has brought rapid advances in technology, the rise of the internet and artificial intelligence, economic challenges, political polarization, and growing debates over climate change, healthcare, immigration, and social justice. Today, the United States is home to more than 340 million people and remains one of the world's largest economies and most influential nations. Its history is a story of remarkable achievements, conflict, innovation, expansion, struggle for equality, and continual change, one that is still being written.